You can have your first Etsy shop opened up in just a few minutes, but a little bit of planning and strategy can go a long way in actually helping you make sales consistently. I have 4 young kids, so it's all about working smarter, not harder. If you've already opened up your Etsy shop and you're still not seeing sales, maybe work through this list and see if there's anything that you may have skipped that you can go back and change. The first thing that I always recommend is just a little bit of market research. And I can already feel most people's eyes just glazing over at this. But the reality is it doesn't matter how beautiful or intricate or how detailed your designs or your templates or your printables are. If nobody is actually searching for those or buying those, they are not going to sell. And this is why I always recommend using a tool like Everbee or eRank to make sure that the designs or the product that you are creating is actively selling on Etsy. The next thing that I recommend is niching down. And yes, you still do need a niche. This is completely related to your buyer's experience. Imagine that you or a customer clicks on your coloring book page in the Etsy search results. They click on over to your store because they want to buy more coloring page books. Yet when they land on the homepage of your store, they see real estate templates and wedding shower invitations and a weight loss journal. Is that confusing at all? They might purchase that one coloring page, or they might hop onto another store, which is very easy to do on Etsy, so that they can buy 10 more coloring pages from the store that look all amazing in one place. You choose a niche, good things happen. Buyers are better able to find you due to a cohesive store SEO. Buyers are likely to purchase more than one product from you because you have multiple items of the same type of product niche. And buyers also have a higher quality in your products because you specialize in one area. You can use me as an example. I am a sublimation designer. I sell sublimation designs for coffee cups, for tumblers, for t-shirts, and anything else that can be resized to fit a certain sublimation substrate. That is what I sell. I don't sell SVG files on that store. I don't sell wedding invitations. I sell sublimation designs. So that is what I mean about choosing a niche and sticking to it for your products. The next thing that I have is on point name and branding. Now that you've done your market research and you have chosen a niche, it's time to choose a name and branding that makes sense to that niche and category. If you're selling printable wedding stationery, it's going to look different than if you are selling to teachers, resources that teachers would need in their classroom. When you're looking at your branding, you're looking at fonts, you're looking at colors, and this is specific for your Etsy banner, for your shop logo, or any branding that you would include on your templates. This is where that makes sense to have a cohesive look. Your name should be something easily recognizable, easy to spell. Though with Etsy and the amount of sellers that are out there, it might be hard to find something totally unique, so you may need to do your research before picking your name to make sure that it's not already taken or that there's not 100 shops that already have that specific name. The next item on my list is to make a profitable product plan. You've done your research, you have your niche, you have a good shop name, and you have some branding in place. So now it's about strategy. Before you start listing your products, you can create something called a product plan. And this is just a list of all of the products that make sense to include on your store. You can create them all individually. So say that you're in the wedding shop niche. This would be like invitations, food labels, party game printables, thank you notes, and create them all individually and then add them all to a bundle. If you are doing this, you've not only created 5 or 6 or 7 individual products that all match each other, you also now have a bundle that you can sell at a higher price point and then also increased your listings on your store. Finally, you should learn some basic Etsy SEO. It's good to know Etsy SEO because it's only going to help you get found faster in search versus having subpar Etsy SEO and having to go back later and change this. It will only take you a lot of time, and then you're gonna have to re-rank your listings if you keep going back and changing it. So it's better to learn it in the beginning. You'll want to learn your Etsy SEO keywords, which are just the keywords that your buyers are searching for, and place them in your product title, in your tags, and in your description. The final bit of advice that I have is just dive into selling on Etsy. Don't overcomplicate it. It's a continual learning process, and you will only get better the more mistakes that you make and the more listings and products that you put up. The best thing to do is just take action. I hope you've got some value from this video, and let me know in the comments of anything that you're struggling with that you'd like to see me do a future video on. Thanks for watching.